right, welcome to Gwen's Business Corner with Deonta B. And today, we're talking about something a lot of y'all need information on. We're talking about how you transition from a corporate job to operate a full-time business, but not just operate a full-time business, but going to build generational wealth. So our guest today,
yes, our guest today I'm really excited about. We have the Maurice Jones Jr.
Okay,
and he is a real estate investor and also a serial property owner.
Okay.
Welcome to the corner, Maurice.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Yes, we're glad to have you.
So Maurice, we're gonna jump right into it because you got a story. So when you graduated from high school, you went into what a lot of people, I say, call it like your American dream, to where you go work for one of the big corporations, right?
Yes, sir.
And you decided to have some businesses on the side. So tell us about that journey, because a lot of people think that it's hard. They can't work their full-time job and then try to do something on the side. So what was that like for you?
Well, I had a lot of motivation. First, giving honor to God, who's the head of my life. My wife, Nikita Jones, been married for 22 years. But I had a lot of motivation. I had to take care of my wife. I had to take care. We had kids at a young age, so I had a lot of motivation. And what you gotta understand is, corporate America is only gonna pay you enough just to keep you. They ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? You may be able to take a vacation here and there, but they not gonna pay you enough to where, you know what I'm saying, where you can take multiple vacations during the year, have fun, enjoy your life. Like I was saying, generational wealth, building generational wealth, those things of that nature. So, like I said, I was highly motivated. When I started out, when I first graduated, a year prior, I had started working. They had a program, and I forget the name of the program, but I started working at Total Systems while I was 16 years old. I graduated at 17, so I was already a year in working for Total Systems. And I had my first son when I was 16, had my first son when I was 17. So, you know, I had to quit sports. I had to really become a man. And I had to concentrate. I didn't want nobody to, you know what I'm saying, raise my child, or, you know what I'm saying, have to go to my parents asking them for money. So in high school, I had 3 jobs.
Oh, wow.
I was working at Total Systems. I was working at Logan's. I was working at Ruby Tuesdays. So I always been self-motivated. You know what I'm saying? I always, you know what I'm saying, not wanting to have to ask my parents for money. I always wanted to have my own. And I can think back, we used to stay in Cross Creek Apartments. I used to pass out. Lady named Miss Butts was the property manager. I didn't know what those notices said, but now that as I got older, the notices was like, hey, you need to pay your rent. So I had to go and post these notes on people's door, and they'll pay me a couple of dollars. And then I used to take out trash. I used to go to a people's apartment, take out their trash. So I always been a person that that wanted to make my own money. You know what I'm saying? Buy my own things. Like, I can think back that my mom probably hasn't bought me anything, just, you know what I'm saying, because I'm the oldest of my mom's kids, so you know what I'm saying, I was like, well, I let my mama take care of them, they needs and everything, and, you know what I'm saying, I take care of, you know what I'm saying, my school clothes, my shoes and things of that nature, buy my own vehicle and things of that nature. So while I was at Total Systems, I ended up going to Columbus Tech. And when I was at Columbus Tech, so I was, you know what I'm saying, I was working 3 jobs, going to school, you know what I'm saying, trying to do everything. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I had the Hope Scholarship. I could have went to any school in Georgia, But guess what? I had a child that I had to take care of.
Right.
So I had to put my priorities, you know what I'm saying, aside. You know what I'm saying? Hey, take care of my child. You know what I'm saying? I still went to school, but as I was working at Total Systems, like I said, they won't, you know what I'm saying? After I got my degree and I had got an associates in accounting and associates in management, and they didn't want to give me no more money. And at that time, they was, you know what I'm saying, they was giving 1% of 1%. So, you know, each department, I was working in the accounting department, and they'd be like, well, hey, this department only gets so much of the pie. And then you got 20 people working in this department. So they want to give, you know, they breaking it down. And I'm saying to myself, like, man, this is, I don't, you know what I'm saying, this is kind of like a waste of time. So, you know, I tried to get on with Aflac, and, you know what I'm saying, that then they wanted to offer less money, and I, you know what I'm saying, things of that nature. And then my wife, Nikki, she got pregnant with our fifth child, and which is Makai, baby boy. And I was like, ain't no way this job is gonna take care of 7 of us. And so, you know, it wasn't taking care of 6 of us, because I had, you know, I had a couple of jobs anyway.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying, I had a lawn care service. I was doing a lawn care service while I was working at Total System. I would cut grass before I went to work. I would cut grass on my lunch break. I would cut grass after I went to work. So to be honest with you, I was only making like $21,000 a year. I was making more money before I went to work, before I actually put in 8 hours on my full-time job. But you know, the benefits, you know, the health care, you know what I'm saying, that stuff, you know, weighed in to why I kept working with the job.
So you think like having the benefits is a good component of why a lot of people stay on their jobs?
Yeah, see, you know what I'm saying, until you figure out a way to where the benefits ain't worth it no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a mentee that I've been working with. He used to work for me, and now, you know what I'm saying, I'm steady trying to work with him, and he has a good job, and, you know, and I'm trying to let him know that, hey, you know, he does music. I said, hey, stay on your full-time job until you see where you can, you know what I'm saying, leave your full-time job alone. You know what I'm saying? Where, right, you know what I'm saying, the good outweigh the bad. Where, hey, you may not got the benefits. You know what I'm saying? Thank God, you know what I'm saying, Nick eventually got a job to where, hey, well, we got good benefits where she had our health care, right, and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't really worried about the 401k, because I know, you know what I'm saying, I could take the money I was making and, you know what I'm saying, keep flipping that until we ain't worried about 401k, you know what I'm saying? Which 401k is good, but I'm just telling you, there's stuff big out there than having 401k.
So what did that look like? Because you talked about it, and sometimes when we get into, I usually say, when you transition into being an entrepreneur and you see that entrepreneur money, let's just say it's $50, and then you might be working your regular job, like you might be making $18, $20 an hour, and then that 18 turns into looking like pennies, because you get over here as an entrepreneur, you making 35, 50, 100, and it might take you 30 minutes to an hour, whereas over here it was taking you an hour to make 18 or 20, even 30. So what did that look like for you? Because I know you said how you were looking at the money like, I'm making this in 2 hours.
See, you got to be disciplined. Right. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I could have been quit. I could have quit, and, you know what I'm saying, stuff I didn't know about. Like when I left Total Systems, like if you stay there 5 years, you get vested, and then you get your 401k. So I didn't even know this was coming. But like when I quit, after I resigned from Total Systems, I got like a check for like $11,000. That was 401k. And we took that money and flipped that and bought a carpet cleaning van. And we started doing carpet cleaning. So at that time, we was doing lawn care, mobile detailing, and then we eventually started doing carpet cleaning. But see, the thing about it is you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta get rid of the doubt. You know what I mean? You gotta get rid of your fears. You know what I'm saying? Either you gonna have faith or you gonna have fear. It ain't no in between, you know what I'm saying? So the thing about it is, you gotta have, you know what I'm saying, you gonna have to have discipline. You know what I'm saying? Is, you know what I'm saying, when you making a lot of money coming in, but at the same time, you gotta have, you know what I'm saying, you gotta have discipline. Hey, I'm gonna stay here, work this until this time, until, hey, you got an exit strategy. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to just, okay, oh, I'm making good money, I'm just going to quit my full-time job. But you got to think, your full-time job allowed you to buy a house, allowed you to do this, you know what I'm saying? And y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all do taxes. So you know that your financial statement, see, your full-time job, see, when you go try to get a loan from the bank, you know, they want to see, hey, how long you been working this job. They ain't going to want to know about, you know, oh, you just started a business. You know, they, you know, it's a lot of, you know, hoops that they try to make you jump through. Right. You know what I'm saying? So get yourself established first. You know what I'm saying? Get the firm foundation.
Oh, look, thank you. So you dropped. So you've been in. You did the workforce. You did the businesses. You did multiple businesses. So what made you transition from corporate to doing the business to being a big real estate investor?
Okay, so this is the thing, like I said earlier, about flipping money. So, you know what I'm saying, I truly believe that if you, I'm telling you, you can probably work 3 fast food jobs and still be successful. You know what I mean? If you, I'm telling you. But, you know what I'm saying, everybody got the same amount of time as everybody in the day. It's just what you do with the time. So what we did, we took the money, you know what I'm saying, we took the money that we made from the 401k money, we took that money and we started a carpet cleaning business. So that was something that we did, that was going to help us during the winter time. You know, we was doing lawn care full time, but as the season dropped off, probably around in September, October, you know, the season drops down. So carpet cleaning and mobile detailing was carrying us through the winter time as far as our bills and everything. So as we did those businesses, the Lord put in my spirit to do a towing business. So now we got lawn care, we got mobile detailing, and we got carpet cleaning business. So once we did those business, we started a lawn care, we started a towing business. Now, with the towing business, it started off real slow. So lawn care was paying for towing to start. Then as we started with the towing started coming up, and we you know what I'm saying, we had contracts with Red Cross to actually do their detailing. We used to go to Red Cross in Macon and Columbus. We used to keep their cars detailed. Then we had plenty of yards. We was doing like 75 yards a week. And so towing, we may tow maybe 1 car a day. Then it started getting maybe 2 cars a day, then a couple a week. But we still had the lawn care, which was doing real good, and that paid for my tow truck, paid for my insurance. Then eventually, we start the towing just started booming. We started getting insurance contracts, and I was like, you know, I was kind of spread too thin, so we ended up selling the lawn care business. Lawn care is good money. Real good money, but it was, we only seen that we was only having like $6,000–7,000 extra a month in the account. I was like, man, you know what I'm saying, because I thought eventually when I started doing real estate, houses was costing like $70,000 to $100,000. So it was like $7,000. I need $70,000. So I kept trying to flip the money. And eventually, we sold a lawn care business, and we sold the detailing and carpet cleaning business, and we just held on to towing. And with towing, you know what I'm saying, I see, hey, we'll have 20 we have $20,000, $25,000 in the bank. But I still thought, see, that's see, sometimes you think stuff costs more than what it do. I could have bought houses with $7,000. We done bought houses for $3,000. We done bought houses for $4,000, $5,000. You know what I'm saying? $2,500. But in my mind, I thought houses cost $70,000,
right,
$100,000. But that's not true. You know what I'm saying? You got tax sales. You got all kinds of. You got auctioning that's going on where houses are not expensive as we think they are. You know what I'm saying? And things, you know what I'm saying, even things in life, you know what I'm saying, you may think your dream car is more expensive than what it is. You may think starting your trucking business, you think a tow truck may be more expensive than what it is. You may think that a 18-wheeler is more expensive than what it is. But you know what I'm saying, you get out there and you pursue it and you find out that things is not as expensive as you think they are.
Gotcha. So explain the detail of the various aspects, because we know, we just talked about it, you're in real estate, and you have condominiums, houses, land, apartments, you name it, you have it. So how do you manage such a diverse portfolio? See, and
I'm gonna kind of circle back and I'm gonna come back to that because I didn't finish. But so the testimony, you know what I'm saying, about, so, you know, we took the towing money, and it's a lot of stuff. And you know, we watch Fred Sanford. Well, I watched Fred Sanford coming up, and you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of money in junk. And when we was towing cars, we would buy junk vehicles, and as like I told you, we'll have $20,000 in the bank, $25,000 in the bank. But I still didn't think that was enough money to buy a rental house. So what it is, so when we was towing, we bought junk vehicles, and we had a junkyard, and so we'll buy, say you get 100 junk cars. 100 junk cars, by the time you break them down with the radiators, the tires, the rims, the converters, you know, that'll give you, back then, price was, metal was probably around $12 per 100, $8 per 100. So about 100 cars will give you about $42,000. So eventually we found out that our first house that we bought for cash, we only paid $35,000 for. So really, the junkyard, the Lord used the junkyard to really buy houses. So we did, you know what I'm saying, you know, we sold this, we sold that, and we, you know what I'm saying, just buying cars for $100, $200, $300. And then eventually the junkyard, you know what I'm saying, which was part of the towing, ended up buying the houses. So, you know what I'm saying, we'll buy, you know what I'm saying, every time we'll get like 100 cars, we'll crush and we'll buy a house. And you know what I'm saying, the whole time we looking for deals, you know what I'm saying. So we always wanted to have apartments. And you know what I'm saying, eventually, you know what I'm saying, we bought apartment. We always wanted land. So eventually we bought land. And you know what I'm saying, that's something that they're not producing more of. So the thing about it, we used to, so how we get with the condo, we used to have we used to do where, say you come in, it's gonna come, say if I come up here to Atlanta and I just want to stay one night, what is that?
Airbnb?
Airbnb. We used to do Airbnb. We used to have 4 Airbnbs, but it eventually, you know what I'm saying, which is good money. I'm talking about Airbnbs was making, that's how we got to the condo. And so Airbnbs was making like 3 times a month more than what we'll get for rent. And you know what I'm saying, it's good money, but it was a lot of hard work. So that's why we stopped doing Airbnb, which is, you know what I'm saying, everything that I'm saying is good money. Carpet cleaning, mobile detailing, lawn care, towing, all that stuff is good money. But Airbnb's great money, but it started pulling me into where I was working every day, You know what I'm saying? It was like it was like I was towing cars again, and it was like, you know, gotta have this house clean by this time. You know, I'd be on vacation. They'll be calling, hey, the people that was cleaning the Airbnb, hey, where this at? I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? I got answering service. They still have to call me, and it brought me to a point where, hey, I was putting in more work than I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? I eventually want to stop working as much and then want to concentrate on more things. I want to concentrate more on my spirituality. I want to, you know what I'm saying, I want to help people. I want to, you know what I'm saying, I want to tell people about the Lord. So, you know, all money ain't good money. You know what I'm saying? Now, everything that I said that we did is good. Even houses are good.
Sound like you had a whole good run. You don't have,
you know what I'm saying?
you don't have the tow yard, towed cars, your crashed cars, you did the lawn, the detailing.
Everything.
You did everything. But what I hear in that is that you just got to try things, right? Mm-hmm. So when something is working, then ultimately I might be something better. And that thing, we talked about it in a past interview where you talk about your exit strategy. Right. So we looked at what was working, what the profit margin was, and you said, you know what, let me move to another area I can make more profit. And then you get into things, I'm assuming, because I'm listening to you, you was getting into things, and if it was taking too much work, you're like, okay, we got to find an easier way.
Easier way. And see, that's the thing. See, I knew I didn't want to tow cars 2 years before I stopped towing cars. But guess what? All I knew, and at the time I stopped towing cars, we had like, I would say we had about 15 houses. You think with 15 houses, you know what I'm saying, we was going to be good. Which, you know what I'm saying, the thing about it is, I'm going to tell you, Bible say the enemy is seeking like a roaring lion. He didn't say he's a roaring lion. He's walking around seeking like he a roaring lion. He don't got no teeth. He just gums. You know what I mean? That's the thing, that the enemy have you thinking, now y'all got 15 houses. I'm supposed to be able to stop. Hey, if I want to retire, if I want to go back and work a full-time job, I'm supposed to be able to do that. But I towed cars 2 years after I knew I didn't want to tow cars. And you know what I'm saying? But the thing about it, I didn't have no exit strategy. Right. And you know what I'm saying? I said, you know what? At that time, we had like 400 vehicles in the tow yard. The price of metal had went down. But I was saying to myself, like, you know what? I'm going to crush these cars. I guess when we crushed, it was like $8 per 100, around what it is now. And when you know what I'm saying, I said, hey, I'm not towing cars no more. I'm just going to concentrate on houses. Now, we had 15 houses then. When we crushed those 400 cars, we ended up buying around 6 more houses. And after then, you know what I'm saying, all we do is houses. You know what I'm saying, I don't do nothing else. But you know what I'm saying, but houses. And the thing about it is, if you don't want to work all your life, and you know what I'm saying, and retire when you want to retire, you got to figure out a way how to make money when you sleep. And real estate has made more millionaires than anything else. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about your doctors that you go to, they got houses, they got apartments. Lawyers, houses and apartments. Judges, they got houses and apartments. And you know what I'm saying? The thing about it is, how we first started is we didn't just first start, we bought a house for cash. No, we bought a house. Me and my wife, we bought a house when we was like 19 years old, and it was a starter home. And then we ended up buying another house, which was another home. So now we just got 2 mortgages. So real estate is no cookie cutter way of doing it. You may say, well, I don't got enough money to buy this house or that house. You know what I'm saying? I just told you that you could buy a house for $2,500, $3,000. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Deonta and Miss Gwen, do your taxes. Y'all can take that money and flip it and buy a house. Houses are not as expensive as people let on to be. You know what I mean? And that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? You say, well, Maurice, why you give all this information for free? Because God gave it to me. You know what I'm saying? And I can give it away freely. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about it. We gotta want to try to help each other. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not that person that's, you know, some people are, they fake. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, y'all in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? We're from Columbus, Georgia. And, you know, a lot of people in Atlanta, you know, they have the shiny things and they, you know what I'm saying, they driving around in a nice car. But I tell you, you know what I'm saying, God is my witness, you know what I'm saying, we stay in a mansion. We have plenty of houses. You know, this ain't just fluff. This is for real. We have our dream cars. We got dream cars at home. We got a dream car outside. You know what I'm saying? We got things, you know what I'm saying? We got plenty of things, which, you know what I'm saying? That he made all these things for us. Right. You know what I'm saying? Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. So that's why it's easy for me to talk. It's easy for me to tell you. Some people ain't gonna want to tell you, oh, Maurice just telling everything. You know what I mean? Go out there, invest, you know what I'm saying? Invest your money. You know what I'm saying? Start the business, buy the homes. When my kids graduated, everyone got a house. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I wanted to do what my counterparts was doing. You know what I'm saying? When they turned 16, you know what I'm saying, they got cars. Some of them got new cars. You know what I'm saying? All of them got houses. So guess what? If they didn't want to stay with me, they got a house. And guess what? They get rental income. One time for Christmas, we bought them all a house for them to share. So they got a house and a fourth of a house. You know what I mean? So they get money. You know, they've been getting money. They've been getting money since they graduated. They was getting money while they was in high school from rentals. You know what I'm saying? It's just, that's what you want to do. The Bible say a good man leaves an inheritance for his children. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to leave, you know, that's what I tell them. I say, hey, when I get grandkids, I want y'all to do the same thing me and your mama did for you. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm praying and I'm believing that they gonna do that.
So you're going to get some of those grandchildren, some of those houses you got?
I don't know. You get to giving these kids too much stuff. They get entitled. Right. And, you know, they think they got to have this stuff. So, I don't know. Now, my kids didn't never work for nobody until they got up in age. And I think if I had to do it again, I'm going to tell my grandkids, hey, go get you a job. Yeah, granddaddy here for you, gonna help you out, but get you a job. Go work at Burger King, go work at McDonald's, see how to work, you know what I'm saying, a real job versus, you know, you coming working with me and things of that nature.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Yeah.
Amen. So, you selling houses, do you teach people how to sell houses?
I don't sell them. It's
not the moment buy houses.
Rent them, buy houses. I will teach them. I will, you know what I'm saying? I will teach you because, you know what I'm saying, like I said, this was given to me. You know what I'm saying? My daddy told me as much as he can about buying houses, and the Holy Spirit just moved it to a whole different level. So guess what? It's given to me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had to pay for it. I ain't had to go no course. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this stuff I could tell you and teach you. This is, you know what I'm saying? I learned this. You know what I'm saying? This is, you know what I'm saying? I bumped into it. I bumped my head, bumped my toe, you know what I'm saying? Hit my nail and all that kind of stuff. So I don't have no problem with giving you this free game, this free knowledge. I know they say the game is to be sold and not told. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind telling it for free. You don't got to give me none. If I can help you, I help you because, like I said, you know, God gave it to me.
So tell our viewers how they can find you, because there's going to be a couple of people that are going to be reaching out to you to help them. Okay, then,
for free.
For free. I don't mind. I'm on Instagram at Maurice Jones 005. Maurice Jones 005. That's on Instagram. I'm not on Facebook, but you can DM me on Instagram, and you can follow me on Instagram, and I have a lot of content that I put out there, not just about houses, but about life and how to get through the cares of this world.
We love it.
Yes.
So today was really great. Maurice, he didn't just tell you, he demonstrated how his life went from transitioning from corporate to owning several businesses, being a serial entrepreneur, because we have a lot of serial entrepreneurs, to building generational wealth for his family. And I think the biggest lesson in it is everybody talks about generational wealth,
right,
but what does that really mean? And what he has done is he's told you what it means. He's living his life by it. And I think that you're going to encourage a lot of people out there to know, like, that you able to do it. Like, that's a lot of profits that you own, right? Mm-hmm. That they can do it as well. Dee?
Well, my takeaway.
Or Deonta.
Now you said, I ain't never heard you say that. How many shows we done did? About 200. My takeaway is that you got to trust God and have faith.
Right.
Because of everything that he did, even when he said that he decided to leave Thesis and just basically step out on faith and say, hey, but now he did tell y'all he was smart about it. He didn't leave his job until he knew that income could substantiate him not being on that job anymore. And that's the main key takeaway that you guys got to remember, and to trust God and know that he's ahead of everything that you do.
So make sure y'all follow us. We're going to keep bringing you information that's going to help you build your business, grow profitable, make profits, and be successful and get to the next level. Till next time, make sure y'all follow us on all social media platforms at Gwen Business Corner.
That's right. And we hope that you will continue to kick the doors in and create that generational wealth. And just remember that we're going to be giving you nuggets to take you from 2024 into 2025. And I mean, it's time to kick the door in. Ain't nobody waiting on us, so we got to go get to the money. This is Gwen's Business Corner with Deonta B. We'll see you next time.